The Cliffy Miller Yard will look forward to runners in all the races on Friday, all 8 of them on the poly surface. Now, Ndizeo will be the one that steps out first for the yard in race 1. Nick, unfortunately, on Friday she'll race off an enforced break, but considering the fact that she unfortunately suffered from bilateral epistaxis, she still made a very positive local debut last time out when she placed.
Yeah, lovely provincial debut. The horse that ran second, Lucer Black, has come out and won his next start, so the form lines are holding up. You know, we would have preferred a 5 furlong coming back, but there's no 5 furlong maidens at all. Yeah. So we've taken our chances in a 6. You know, she shows a lot of tones. Hopefully she can get away with it on the poly track. Big problem is probably the draw, but she, like I've said, she shows a hell of a lot of toe. So hopefully Samanga can get her out and get her forward and overcome the draw, and she must be a big runner in a maiden field.
Behind us, this gentle chap is Mistakes, and he'll be in action in race 2. He's another who made a very positive local debut last time out and placed.
Very nice debut, you know, over the 12, stepping up to the 7 furlong now. I think he's going to enjoy it. You know, he's been doing everything right at home and doing in the right space, and he's such an easy horse to work with, as you can see behind. Yeah. He's such a gentleman, and you know, his work is of better than a maiden standard. So I'm looking for a big run, and should he not win, I think it would definitely be in the first 3.
Heed those words. We move to race 3. Roll of the Dice is next up. Now, this chap, his last couple of runs haven't been his best. He's definitely capable of better, though.
Yeah, he needs to start picking up his feet a little bit. His last 2 have been appalling. He came back last time not striding out, and you know, his leg got caught in the gate when there was a bit of a mishap at the pens, and he just didn't seem himself. So we just tried to freshen him up more than anything, and hoping over the 2-2 if he can get it soft, and which is more than likely not going to happen. But
it looks like it's going to be a very pacey race.
Yeah, there's a lot of toe in there, so we might have to change tactics and try something new for a change and see what we can do then. Just hoping for the best.
Bretty next up in race 4. Now, she is holding really steady form. It's a very, very open field, but at this point her consistency makes a lot of appeal.
Yeah, she's probably one of our better ones on the day, if not the best one. Her form, like you say, she's been holding form really well without the blinkers. She seems to have just settled in, and being able to run on has been a whole lot better for her. Down to the 14 shouldn't be an issue. I do expect her to go very close, and she's probably she's probably close to a PA banker on the day.
Good to hear. A duo of runners next up, Marshmallow and Japanese Garden. Now, Marshmallow always there and thereabouts, definitely a quartet inclusion, top 4 runner. And Japanese Garden, she'll be trying poly for the first time.
Yeah, Japanese, we've 2 efforts here weren't bad, but they were fair. I think is probably the best word for them. She's come down 2 points, trying the poly now. Step up to the 14 is definitely going to be a big plus. She's just been to have a little freshen up, and you know, she's taken a bit of time to acclimatise and come right here and and I think we're just starting to get the hang of her. We put a pair of scoops on her, which I know Marco did suggest it last time. I think she's going to run a much better race, and I'm hoping she can find the back ends of quartets. Marshmallow back to the 14. Definitely going to be taking our chances and not rushing her to the front again. I think over the 14 when Marco won on her, he came just off the speed. -4 is going to be a big help, and definitely also you have to throw into your wider perms.
That was race 5. We move on to race 6, Mighty Mac. Now, last time out, plenty of excuses. And if he actually repeats his penultimate, he's going to be a horse that'll get involved in the fray.
Yeah, lots of excuses last time, and I also don't think he was maybe a big fan of the bend on the grass as well, or just the grass in general.
Yeah.
But you know, back to the track and trip where he ran his best race, I think he must be included on his, like you say, on his penultimate. He's doing well at home. Draw 1, which is obviously a plus. He just needs to come out those pens, 52, and hopefully if he can get into the Vanguard, also another horse that you back ends of quartets and wider quartet perms.
Visser's On Fire runs in race 7. Now, he's going to race off a short break. He's got pole position draw to his advantage. Nicky's in good form, and if he doesn't need this run, which I'm sure you'll answer for us now, he really does look like a positive runner.
Yeah, he won't need it at all, I don't think. You know, we just gave him a bit of time off again. As Durban also, sometimes they take a bit of time, and we thought after his last start, which was quite flat, we would give him a little bit more time to acclimatise and come right and just freshen him up, really. Draw 1. You know, we've been battling to get a draw with this boy, and it's been quite frustrating, but he's really in a good space. I think the 13 on the poly is going to be spot on for him.
Yep.
You know, he's got competitive form. I think he's been beaten a handful of lengths his last 2. Off his rating, I think he's been a massive runner here.
Does really stand out to me as well. Be definitely following him with interest. Panthera Unsera will be the last runner for the day in race 8.
Yeah, last time we tried the 12, you know, at work, a lot of the guys jump off and say, this filly should be going a mile. And, you know, you scratch your head because she's an out-and-out 5 furlong horse. We tried the 12 and she moved up well enough at the 1,000 and, you know, that was her chop. You know, she called it a day after that. So I think you pretty much can put a line through that. Not the greatest of draws once again, but you don't get too many 1,000 metres on the poly anymore for the fillies. So we're taking our chances and hopefully, you know, she can run a better race and just looking for improvement.
We'll really hope that Lady Luck is on her side from that draw and she can enjoy the 1,000 on poly.